Nvidia unveils overpriced RTX 20 series. Nvidia unveiled its next-generation RTX 20 series graphics cards at the GeForce Gaming event in Germany. According to Forbes, before you blow a ton of dough on the RTX 2080 Ti or the RTX 2080, you might want to wait a while for the prices to drop. Nvidia's newest GPU is built around real-time ray tracing. Ray tracing renders light in real time when it interacts with surfaces, skin, and objects. Ray tracing addresses billions of light sources in real time, which takes loads of computing power, but is able to make everything much more realistic. Even though this is a significant leap for GPUs, the exorbitant price tag may not justify the purchase, as only around 20 games have been optimized for ray tracing. Nvidia is hoping suckers will pre-order the RTX cards for $799 a pop. The best bet, though, would be to just wait. Ready Player One.
Gaming study says too much in-game GPS is bad for you. Next time you boot up your favorite first-person shooter, it may be wise to switch off the heads-up display or minimap. Why? According to new research, too much in-game GPS could be bad for your brain. Participants in the video game study played games for between 2 and 4 hours, 3 times a week for up to 12 hours per week, resulting in 90 hours of gameplay time. The research looked at the effects of gameplay on the hippocampus and the caudate nucleus. The first is responsible for emotions, learning, and memory formation. The latter helps us form habits and routines. Routines such as when to eat, exercise, or get home from work, and how to reward yourself for your behavior, are stored in the caudate nucleus. The study found the hippocampus shrank after 90 hours of action and shooter gaming because players use their caudate nucleus more to play and navigate. However, the reverse was true for those playing 3D platform games. After 90 hours, researchers saw an increase in the gray matter in their hippocampi, and they were reportedly playing Super Mario games. The gist of it is this: in shooters and action games, players follow a map and are on a linear path, going from A to B. The study puts that too much of this is harmful for your brain. Super Mario, on the other hand, the researchers say, encourages you to remember landmarks and use spatial awareness and is good for the brain. And a bad hippocampus, they say, can result in depression and possibly even dementia. But University of Oxford professor Andrew Szubrylski points out that the study lacks statistical power, and the framing of harm may mislead readers. He told the Mirror, the interpretation of harm, although attention-grabbing, was not peer-reviewed and appears to have been introduced afterwards. So basically, the study got published, then it was spun in a news release stating video games can harm brains. Newspapers saw that and thought, video games cause brain damage, yo! But the reality is that studies on gaming are inconclusive and mixed at best. For every study that says gaming is good for you, you'll find one that says it's bad. And speaking of studies, this team's work has been, as Villanova University psychology professor Patrick Markey tweets, debunked in the past for similar reasons. What's your take? Fire off below and let us know.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds to get a dose of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Hit PC game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, aka PUBG, is going to be released in China after all. Its South Korean publisher has partnered with China's Tencent to make a socialist-friendly Chinese version of the game. For those with a life, PUBG is inspired by the classic Japanese movie Battle Royale. The online game sees 100 players parachute onto an island and eliminate each other Hunger Games style. Reportedly, the Chinese version will promote pro-socialist messaging. How do you do that in a game that's all about the individual eliminating the competition to win, aka free market capitalism? You add in some socialism with Chinese characteristics, aka Marxism-Leninism, aka the Chinese Communist Party, aka one-party dictatorship. So in place of 100 China-based gamers butchering each other, we will see instead them working together to build a socialist utopia? Who knows, but if we do, this guy is probably watching and maybe even playing with glee. Achievement unlocked. For the first time ever, gaming addiction is set to be classed as a health issue by the World Health Organization. According to a draft definition, symptoms of gaming disorder can include continuation or escalation of gaming despite negative consequences, It can also be shown by the gamer exhibiting impaired control over gaming and/or by more time being given to gaming, to the extent that it takes precedence over other important life aspects. And it's not like gamers can just go cold turkey. We mean, have you seen how they handle poultry? These symptoms have to go on for a year for a diagnosis to be assigned, but that time can be shortened depending on the severity of the gaming. Belgium and Hawaii are investigating loot boxes. Are video game loot boxes exposing minors to gambling? That's the answer authorities are seeking in Belgium and Hawaii. Loot boxes are virtual containers earned or purchased while playing a video game. They typically contain a randomized assortment of virtual items aimed at enhancing the player's experience and in-game abilities. Because of the elements of chance and money involved, Belgian and Hawaiian authorities are investigating whether the practice exposes minors to gambling. According to the Brisbane Times, a regulatory analyst for the state of Victoria in Australia said loot boxes do constitute gambling but are difficult to regulate. Loot boxes have been commonplace in gaming for some time now, but it was Electronic Arts' use of them in Star Wars Battlefront 2 that prompted recent concern. Hawaii State Representative Chris Lee described the loot box system in a new Star Wars game as an online casino designed to lure kids into spending money. Lee reckons publisher Electronic Arts employed predatory practices against children with their controversial loot box system in the game Star Wars Battlefront 2. Game over. A Chinese gamer was recently left paralyzed from the waist down after playing games for 20 hours at a cyber cafe in China's Zhejiang province. According to China's viral news site QQ, the gamer started the marathon session on the evening of January 27th and kept playing till the afternoon the next day. He only realized he could not move his legs when he tried to get up from his chair to go to the toilet. Despite the condition he was in, the gamer begged his buddy to complete the unfinished game while being wheeled away. In a report conducted by South China Morning Post, China currently has about 565 million gamers, and in 2008, the country officially declared internet addiction a clinical disorder, which could result in addicts being confined to video game boot camps until they don't want to play anymore. Blockchain-based GLN wants to battle Steam and Apple Gaming. Let the gaming begin. And sure, another new cryptocurrency couldn't hurt. Game Loot Network Holdings is planning to use blockchain technology to create an alternative gaming market and player reward system to challenge Steam and Apple in the PC and mobile gaming market. GLN will use blockchain to handle transactions and its cryptocurrency Loot as part of its reward system. According to Digital Trends, GLN has raised $2.5 million in pre-sales, but will hold an initial coin offering on May 29th. The company said during a test run, they saw 5 million in transactions and had 65,000 users. GLN will also offer a platform called Build to let independent game developers submit game ideas, story concepts, and demos, which will also allow gamers to support developers using the Loot digital currency.